Okay, everybody, let's get back into it. So, while we're waiting for the stuff to build, probably a sharp idea to go get more rocket fuel, as well as start building packaged rocket fuel. So, where do we leave this at? I would like one more sloop for that one. I think that there's one relatively nearby. I don't think so, unfortunately. God, the particle accelerator is so loud. So let's shoot over to the Titan Forest area. Cannon. We can get some over here, probably. Did we get this one? We did. Alright, let's just get that fully slooped. That is one determined kitty. Oh my gosh, you're really gonna just chase me? And we're always trying to get Mercer Spheres. So one thing I would like to address is, let's see, how do I want to put it? Are we in a good position to go into Tier 5? We're in a fine position to go into Tier 5. Are we in an ideal position? You know, if this was like a long playthrough, which, you know, it might be, who knows? Never know what we'll do. I would definitely be building more radio controllers, crystal oscillators, and stuff like that. Probably basically about double the production of complicated parts I have right now. It's more than enough to where's this one? It's more than enough to finish the game and to finish it in good time, but let's see, just grab some of this stuff. I think this one wants power, if I recall correctly. Yeah. Okay, can you stop for a sec, please? I wish you could change stuff. Anything we can put in here? We need one more, I guess. Gonna take any rotors because we're still using those. All right. God, I did not know I left all these up here. I thought I got most of these. Lame. Fine, I wanted to go back to base anyways. Alright, let's go take care of the aluminum ingots. I want to park that like right over here, I think. All right, now we need to figure out how we want to get it in here. Alright, let's see how much this takes. 187. Let's see if I can go under here. Yeah. All right. That's nitrogen, and then that's regular fuel, and rocket fuel's way over there. Maybe we'll do the split over here. And we'll just park this right next to it. Something like... want to bump that up for a second just to fill that up. What else do I need to do? What happened here? Oh no. Oh, I don't like that. Oh no, we're missing supercomputers. Okay, I was like, oh my goodness. No, we don't have any. let's go feed the electromagnetic control rods. Alright. And we need some stator for... Well, we need them for a few things, but I think probably right now we want to make sure that we have enough of these guys. So I'm going to throw these in here. And that's going to make 6.5 per minute, and you want 12.5. Oh, then one last thing. So yeah, this phase is a lot of moving stuff around and just expanding when appropriate, basically. I'm not really worried about turbo fuel. I'm sorry, rocket fuel right now. I have a ton, so I think what I will do is just we'll just fill that up. Okay, what else? Yeah, let's go get soupies. Soupy computies. And let's hit RC controllers before that. Actually, no, let's, yeah, why not? Motors. Okay. That's what I keep forgetting to bring over. We might just make these on site. Probably the smartest thing to do. Let me just grab 50 of these and carry them around with me. Okay. Now let's think about what we can do with this. Oh yeah, I needed to get supercomputers. Thought the radio control units. Oh, I see. Yeah, wrong box. Where did I just put that summer sloop? All right, so let's see. We got fused frames taken care of. We got magnetics taken care of. It's really just the, yeah. Yeah. No, that should be good. Yeah. So I think it's I literally don't remember where I just put that summer sloop, so. I know there's a few around here. Oh, I know where there's one. This one's in a cave. It's going to take me a few minutes to find the frickin' cave entrance, usually. It's under here. There it is. Out. How do I get out? There we go. Since I think our power is okay, I might work on a couple blueprints after I put this summer sloop in. As long as the power won't blow when I put another summer sloop in, yeah, we're fine. Yeah, okay, so let's build some self-balancing blueprints. We got 60 there, great. Alright, let's give ourselves a nice little workspace here. And let's also, hold on, we're gonna do settings really quick. Audio, parachute, particle accelerator, where are you? Yeah, you are way too loud, my friend. Oh, you know what else is really loud? This stupid scanner. What's this called? Object scanner? Wait, where did that just go? Alright, let's load in our logistics floor. Load, where is that? There it is. Okay. Now this is going to be a kind of an all-purpose blueprint for, well, anything we want to make with assemblers. Alright. And then... God, go on the second floor, please. Yeah, these need to go a little bit further up. Let's do something like this. So that needs to be back one. Oh, I see. Okay, because that was in the way. I was like, what the heck? gonna be kind of rough. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Well, one can work for sure. See, it's... Alright. Let's try again. And you know what? I'm going to start on the bottom level. That just makes more sense. So, yeah, basically, I apologize. Skip that. Alright, let's do it down here. This will be easier. Alright, so let's get this offset by 1. And you, I think you are offset by 1, but are you guys on the same? Yeah, okay, good. No? Holy moly, why? That one works. Alright, cool. Alright, I made this a little too more complicated, way more complicated than it needs to be. But, you know, we all make mistakes. Then let's go up here, get our other assembler. It's gonna be a little harder to judge where it needs to be. I think it's over 1. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but is that right? There it goes. I think that's right. Down. This one we're gonna kind of tuck over here, and I might actually take the other one and put it on the corresponding side. Yeah, I think I am actually gonna do that. Let's get it right there. All right, now let's go down here. All right, now we need to do... Oh no, I didn't leave room for belts. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. It's okay, actually. It's just gonna be a little different looking than I'd probably prefer it to be. So what this blueprint's gonna do, let's say we have an iron node. It'll of course mostly be for iron. All right, you know what? Actually, let me just do this first. So that's where that's going to come out of, and then let's go up here. And I think... Yeah, we can. Alright, cool. And then let's get a splitter right here. Okay. Nah, I don't really want to do that. Let's go here. Okay. So now we just need to do the outputs. And there's a little offset here. So to deal with this offset, it's so go to H and then you slap it and it stays. And then it's control and then the arrows to move it a half a nudge. A full nudge is this. Half a nudge is this. And the reason is because this side is offset a little bit. All right, now we need, that goes in here. Oof, I hate that. How did that happen? Okay, I guess we were not quite centered. Well, I really don't like it, but yeah. It's not all about me. All right. Merger here. Beautiful. All right. So I think we have everything hooked up. So we're just going to call this for assemblers. For assembler, we'll call it LB, load balance, self balance. Self balance. Okay, and remember, it's different than, so this is going to take iron and turn it into stuff. as opposed to like an items per minute assembler, which will take items like wire and pipes and turn it into stuff. Okay. All right. So let's clear this out, and let's take a look at what that's gonna look like. I also realize I need to make a new blueprint for smelters, so I'm just going to do this one by hand. In a lot of ways, I kind of want to just wait to get to tier 6 before I make a new blueprint for smelters, because we'll have new belts again, etc., etc. And while I do enjoy turning the milestones early, because, like, obviously it's fun, it doesn't really matter in this case because, and I'll tell you why, because we still need to, we're just going to do 720, sure, why not? Let's see. Let's go over here. Okay, what was I saying? Yeah, so we need 1,000 of these for the next tier. So it's not super important, like, when we actually turn this in. It's important for you know, we're trying to do it in 30 hours, but other than that, and we're making fantastic time. 5, 10, so that's going to be 300. Can I get away with a little clip right here? I think I can. I think I've earned it. Oh, no, we can't do it. By the way, this is why I usually do the mergers and splitters first. I find that sometimes when you just do the whole line, occasionally it will skip a belt and just be a little sketch. Come on. Get in there. I see you. It really does not want to go. Nope. But I'm more stubborn. Alright. What's your problem? Alright, now let's roll up this self-balancing blueprint. So where do we got it? For assemblers. Okay. So we'll see what the design of this is. Now, one cool thing is that this sort of design... Alright, you win. Okay, so let's be smarter about that. Self-balancing blueprint, yes. So we want to line this up here. Alright. That's a little bit offset. Alright. Okay, so self-balancing blueprints. So let's hook this up so we can see it in action. And we're going to make stators, because we actually do need stators right now. Alright. So we're not even going to sloop it out, or we're not even going to do anything with... well, we'll use shards, but we're not going to use any shards on our final product. So this is going to make us 20 stators, okay? So when we look at what we need 15 steel pipe, all right? And let's see, everything is, do we got stuff in there? Yeah, okay. So iron pipe, okay? That's gonna overproduce a little bit. We can take it down if we want, okay? Then Control C, Control, and then we find each constructor, all right, that's gonna do this. All right. Now we go, well, what else does this thing need? It needs wire, okay? But that's only gonna make 22.5, so we're gonna have to shard it up. And once again, type in the amount that you need for this. So for this case, I know I need 40. So boom. Okay. Boom. Boom. All right. Now, this whole system is now never going to request, so it is perfectly balanced, okay? So it wants 60 per minute here, it wants 22.2 here, whatever. We don't have to add all that up. We don't care. All right? All we know is that as long as our blueprint is not goofy, that... and so what we can see is eventually all of these machines will get backed up because it does not need 600 iron, which is what we're producing. All right. And eventually, all of this iron is going to start backing up. As a matter of fact, I'm not even sure where it's going. It should be backing up. There it goes. Okay, so now it's backed up. Now we can get an accurate reading for how much it's taking. All right, so we'll go into our Ficsit handy dandy. Probably need some coupons. We should have some available. So what we can do is go into management. Oh, I think I already bought it, didn't I? I'm looking for the logistics thing. We must have bought it already. What is it under? Organization, right? Throughput conveyor. Okay, so if we put this right here, you know, look at it after a minute. Obviously, we know it's not taking that much. It'll update how much it's taking in a minute, and unfortunately, that's not going to be the final reading because no, in this case it will because we're perfectly balanced. So this will never back up, and everything should work at basically 100%. If we gave it some materials to start. So this should be a real accurate representation of what that is wanting. And then what we can do, let's say we want to just go further down. You know, we're making 600. This is taking somewhere in the 370 range. All right. And now let's say we want to build... So let's take this blueprint and pop it down right next to it, okay? Now I always like to, I mean I've mentioned this, I always like to leave a little space in between, although I think that should work. Yeah. Then I usually, my standard way to separate these is through that, okay? And... you know, we could just keep running it past, and let's go over here and now do rotors, okay? I mean, you could do anything. It doesn't matter. Steel rotors. And we are literally just going to do the exact same thing. All right? So this wants 10 pipes per minute. So, obviously, we're going to lower some of the inputs. So you want 10. So we see it's going to take 40. And we want 30 wire. Okay, that's going to make 33, or we could just self-balance it exactly what it wants. So now we go over and we just da-da-da, da-da-da. And then we find our iron, copy, boom, and boom. Now you can see it wants more, right? Because it wants everything we're requesting. So it's putting the belt to its max, all right? But when it balances out, again, self-balancing, just put that guy there. And then you just add this, and you see how much you're using. Oh, can I put boron here? And you go from there. And meanwhile, you already got a nice little box down here, putting rotors into it, putting stators into it. So that is a self-balancing blueprint. Okay, and pardon me, we are almost ready to do our first turn-in probably, so let's go see where we are with the other stuff. I think we'll actually end up with the other stuff done before, I'm sorry, we'll probably end up, yeah, that's still taking a while. So we'll actually probably get the nuclear pasta in first, which is different. All right. I still didn't put the sloop in there either, did I? All right. So hey, we're still making these. We could probably boost these a little bit, and I think we can. At the moment, we'd probably rather have these in here. Let's see what's going on over here. And I'm pretty much positive that our propulsion rockets are done. I would have no idea why they wouldn't be. What about this guy? You've been running at 100? 34%? Why are you running at 34%? Are we not running at 100%? We're not running at 100%. Okay, that makes sense. All right, so we need to add on some more. We need to add on some more stuff there. Oh, that's right. We need motors. And that was kind of why I wanted to build those stators and rotors over there. So we'll come back in like 10 minutes. I think we needed the stators for something. I can't. Oh yeah, this. As well as the electromagnetic control rods. Let's make sure the electromagnetic control rods, at least we have enough to do what we need to do. Okay, we still got a ton of those. Yeah, we're good there. Okay, so let's grab some motors, and this will be the last thing we do, and we'll turn it on the next one. All right, so if I recall, I needed motors for mainly. So you can see we're kind of running out of stuff, right? And that makes sense because we're basically using tier 3 production to make bigger things. So that's why we're going to start adding on when we get to the next phase. The main things we need to add on are probably motors and heavy modular frames, I would guess. Probably some computers. And then all in service of making more radio controllers. I would imagine radio controllers is probably the... Radio controllers and fused frames will be the... well... Honestly, there won't be any stopping blocks in Phase 5. Here's something to... Phase 5 is way easier than Phase 4 and Phase 3. Just FYI. Way easier. Like, not even close. In terms of time consumed, in terms of basically everything. Probably out of modular frames? No. What do we need over here? Ah, that's right. Well, we can give you some of those. Alright, that's propulsion done. How are we doing over here? Okay, those all went in there. Let's see, do I get it? Nope, never got one on there. Alright. Let's go get a hat on the radio controllers. I'm sorry, a dimensional depot, and oh yeah, and let's go get some more electromagnetic control rods. I really tucked those away in a fun place. Oh yeah, right here. No? No. I literally don't know where I put them. Alright, that's that. Oh, there they go. Okay, so we are out of stators over here. I wouldn't mind having a hat on these also. All right. Whoops. That, I blame that giraffe tick thing for that. Alright, we're just gonna ride this belt over while I, do something. Oh, I know what the last thing we should do is. Let's get the sulfur up to 600. And what am I bringing over here? What was I doing? Oh, yeah. Radio control. And we're in a good position to get drones if we want to. Alright, so you're gonna make how much now? 600. Beautiful. You're my fave. Did I get it? Yeah. Get off my belt. Okay, looks like we're on tier 5 now. Alright. But that is not gonna be enough. So let's we don't need to hook this up yet. But I forgot I had one already. And by the way, I know it's really easy to say after the fact, but this is by design. So I kind of knew that I was going to go with this design of building compacted coal over there, then just bringing the whole goddamn thing into our rocket fuel, and then I knew eventually I was going to have more sulfur and coal that won't fit on this belt, so that I would... I know that really does sound like something like a kid would say, like, oh, I knew I was gonna do that. And I am the first to admit that I don't fully plan things out. But I do have kind of a general idea of how I want the infrastructure to go. So when I built this new belt, I don't know if I mentioned it in the video, but my thought was I will eventually need 2 belts here, and it's always easier to upgrade a belt than build a new belt. And I mean, we should have like oh, that's interesting. Yeah, we have a full coal. So yeah, we're already at the point where we could up the production on that if we wanted to, I think. But that's for the next episode, where we will probably build out what do you call it? More rocket fuel, and then do the turn-in. In the meantime, I am going to turn these guys in as a token of my fealty to the Ficsit overlords. Thank you, Ada, for all you do for us, even though I did silence you this game. Alright, Pioneers, we're doing good work, and we are almost done with this phase. Alright, what do we get? Anything good? Ooh, we're getting some nuclear stuff now. Excelente. You know what, while I'm thinking about it, let's move these over. Yeah, we're in a pretty good space to pretty much belt this. Oh, you know what? We don't have any circuit boards, which I could just belt. It's just that I'm a very lazy man. Like, this only takes like 5 a minute, so I'm just like, I'm not gonna let it run out. I mean, I'm sure I will at some point, but honestly, those parts right there, they're just not that important. You know, like everything, you need them, but it's like Sam ore at this point. I'm sorry, like No, Sam is actually pretty important. I don't know. Makes sense in my head. I guess what I'm saying is, like, I will just throw away rips and rotors now. Well, not rotors, because I do actually need rotors. But, like, I have a whole box of reinforced iron plates. You know, I just throw them away at this point. I don't really care. And so, like with these adaptive controllers, they're important. I mean, we need them to make stuff, but we don't need a ton. So, you know what? If it backs up for a little while, it's fine. All right, cool. Well, thanks for watching. We are at 21 hours, and we're definitely coming in under 30. There's no doubt. I mean, unless I go brain dead, we're coming in under 30. I'm gonna guess 27, 28, depending on how much I play around. All right, so thanks for staying with me for the whole thing. I appreciate it, and I am going to go eat dinner. Bye.